Happy Frisky Friday, my Move the Chains audience. Hope we're doing well tonight. I'm recording this a lot later than I wanted to, but I got a lot to get to today. That game last night was bananas, bonkers. Good for the Lions. I'm happy for them. Green Bay, that was a dagger in your heart. Came back, made a late comeback, but a little too late. And what a win for the Lions. Just proud of this organization. I'm a Packer fan, but I'm proud for Detroit. That city, they deserve it. Dan Campbell's got the balls of watermelons. Holy shit, that fourth down play. God help us. It got successful. I was worried when Jared Goff started tripping. Oh my God. And then he got the first down. So I want to touch on that game. I want to touch on, I heard a rumor today, Bill Belichick going to North Carolina. Yikes. So, the game last night. Green Bay, from their standpoint. I got to ask, what the hell took so long? I mean, with this personnel, they should have put up more points last night. I don't know what happened. With all that skill players and the Lions having 13 guys on IR, I thought they can move the ball somehow. Now, I get the Packers trying to run the ball a lot last night, trying to get some game going. I feel like they kind of got in their head that, okay, we got this high-powered offense for Detroit. Let's try and do something to get it going. Not sure what happened last night. Excuse me. But I will say, though, from this standpoint, Green Bay, you're not lost, okay? You're going to make the wild card. You're going to win a playoff game. Depending on who you play, it could be Atlanta, it could be somebody else. I trust Green Bay in that spot. You're going to be okay. And we got to pump the brakes a little bit because Jordan Love, let's be honest, he hasn't played a lot. He sat for 3 years. He played all last year. Okay, he hasn't played a lot. Now, is he a little Favrean? Is he a little? Yes, no questions. But I said this a couple weeks ago. I am for aggressive in life. And I'll get to Dan Campbell in a second when it comes to that. But I'm for taking risks, taking swings. If you want to, why not? I always say, if you take a girl on a date, hold her hand, make her feel special, and then maybe kiss her at the end if it goes well, shoot your shot, fuck it. Why not? It's life. You only get a few opportunities to make shit happen. Do it. Go with your gut. And last night, I'm sitting there watching, and I just was confused with Green Bay, like what their plan was. But, they finally got going second half because they got the ball, and they got that big bomb down the sideline to Christian Watson. We had some drops at times, but a very explosive player. And so with Love, I go back to he's a lot of Favre. There's not a lot of Aaron Rodgers precision. But when it comes to Jordan Love, he fits what that Green Bay offense wants to do. The play-action game, the movement, everything about Jordan Love I love. And they got Josh Jacobs going last night. That offensive line's impressive. A little sloppy game, though, last night from the Packers. And both these teams, they had 14 penalties last night. That's what I expect from these Thursday night games now. Short week, on the road, divisional opponent, loud crowd. I get it. So Green Bay's going to be okay. Their defense is okay. They're a year away from me for Green Bay. They're almost there. But they're a year away. They're an excellent coach. They're excellent front office. They're going to be okay. I'm not worried in the slightest about Green Bay. I will say, though, you got to do something in the draft and getting this team right. Because I don't think it's a thing of like toughness. No, they're a really good football team. I mean, those were two top 5 teams going at it last night. Not in just the NFC, but in the whole league. And what a cool thing that was last night. I mean, I've been to Ford Field last year. People follow me on Instagram know. I was there with my dad. That place is loud. And you get there in that environment, that raucous. If Lions get home field, watch out. Now, as it goes right now, the standings leaning, Lions are going to go home field, okay. But Lions got to keep winning because Minnesota's on your heels for that division title. And anything can happen. I've seen crazier shit, but, I'm just saying. But Green Bay's got a year away, but you got to buy stock in them because they got a lot of components. Like their offense is loaded, their defense got a lot of young guys. I'm not selling the farm on Green Bay after last night. They've had 4 losses this year to all the playoff teams. The right losses, okay? They're a really, really good football team, and they're beating the teams they're supposed to beat, okay? They beat Houston. They beat Houston. That was an impressive win. Colts are kind of in the mix, and those early. So, and the 4 losses have been to the Philadelphia Eagles, to the Vikings, and to the Lions twice. So I don't love getting swept by the Lions, but my point is they're right there. Now, I saw the clip last night with Matt LaFleur before the game. They gave a choke. I didn't love that. Stay the fuck away. But it is what it is. I'm not old man 90 here. I just, it's time and place. But very well, good effort by the Packers last night. Their stock continues to go up to me. I would buy stock in Green Bay. They're a year away from being elite, but they're in that Super Bowl conversation right now in terms of coach, GM, quarterback, those three triangles, they're aligning. Give me the Packers. So, the Lions last night. I got to tell you, Mike Kesnick, I'm talking to you, brother. This team, and Derek Solomon, I'm talking to you. I love this Lions team. I love Dan Campbell. I love this organization. I love how it's structured. I'm just in love. And I understand they've had the Loserville label. And I know last night everybody's bitching about Kurt, about all that with Dan Campbell going for it. Should he have gone for it? Who gives a rip? Okay? This guy's aggressive. Now, excuse me. You bite him in the ass. I always say fuck around, find out, stupid shit, stupid prizes. It almost did last night. But this guy's got kahunas. And this team is just stacked. I mean, they're without a lot of their defensive players last night. And I got to give a tip of the nod to Dan Campbell and that staff. Because to win that game last night without all your guys shows me this team's mentally tough and physically tough. And it starts with the head coach. You can't just, if you're a soft coach, you got a soft football team. That's just the way it is. You can't have a soft coach and a tough football team. It doesn't work that way. Now, you can mask it a little bit, but eventually you get beat sometimes, most of the time. And I'm watching the Lions last night, and I've never seen a great running back combo like Montgomery and Gibbs. Their selflessness, they don't care about the stats, they just want to win. And I admire the hell out of that. In this day and age with the me, and I fall into this too sometimes. It's just refreshing to see this. And their offensive line's loaded. They were without the left tackle last night. I think it was Taylor Decker. Obviously, I still, a little PO'd what he did back in college. Jalen Smith, but is what it is. Revision's history, whatever. History repeating itself, and it hasn't. So, cats out Dan Campbell last night. And this staff. I mean, Aaron Glenn, getting this defense to ball out like it did last night. Now, it gave up points. Obviously, Green Bay's got a bunch of weapons that I just mentioned. And they're young. And they haven't even paid them yet. This is why the Packers, you should sell stock in them, because they haven't paid. They're not even, all their guys are young. So the Lions are in their prime right now. They're loaded. They remind me of the Niners a little bit, but they're right there. And I got to give a shout out to Jared Goff, because that guy is about as tough a motherfucker as I've ever been around. He's seasoned. He's tough. He's got a little bit of that Alex Smith in him, where he's been through the shit. He's got calluses on his hands. Went through adversity in L.A., went through adversity in San Francisco for both these guys. Number one overall picks. A lot of expectations. Alex finally got Jim Harbaugh that worked out. And look at the Lions with Jared Goff. Got a right fit with Ben Johnson, who's got to be the best offense coordinator in football right now. I mean, the stuff that he's doing is just incredible. And it does help when you got a stacked deck. I'm not disputing that. But this guy's creative. He's sharp. Whip on the fly. Jet sweep motion. Eye candy on the defense. It's just incredible to watch. And I don't know what happens in the offseason with the Lions, whether these guys leave or not. I would assume that Ben Johnson stays, because I think he loves it enough there. Aaron Glenn, will see if he gets head coaching opportunities. I'm not sure. But I would give him a call. I mean, you're watching what he's doing. He brings toughness. He brings energy. That's what I also love about this Lions team. All of them love each other. You're going to have your disagreements. But I'm saying, there's a lot of that going on. So, I can't say enough about Detroit. Give Dan Campbell coach of the year right now. Give the whole staff coaches of the year, because they're balling right now, and they're doing great. And, I got a lot of people complaining, oh, Dan Campbell, oh my God, the call. Fuck it. He likes being aggressive. I'm all for it. So, fuck it. Roll the dice. If you're going to let it work, let it work. And you can run behind this mammoth offensive line who's the best in football. I mean, I said last night, I haven't seen a unit this dominant since Dallas of the 90s or the 2014, mid-2010s when they had Tony Romo and then obviously Dak near the end. Or near the end of Tony Romo, but Dak. So, it's just dominant. They just suffocate you. And this is why I think the Lions are going to go to the Super Bowl. Like, who wants to play them? Now, if they get on field, then we'll see. But if they don't get on field, then I got to go with somebody else because it's outdoors. But the Lions showed me a couple years ago they could play outdoors, man. They won in Green Bay in the shitty conditions that they were in. Now, that was with Aaron Rodgers, and that was kind of a weird Packer team, but you still see it. So, I just thought it was a great win last night by the Lions. Just credit to their whole organization. They're just doing a phenomenal job, and I can't thank them enough. So, last thing but not least, it's great having you guys in on a Friday night. But I saw a headline today that just kind of puzzled me. And it was Bill Belichick. They're going to fire Mac Brown at North Carolina. And they said that Bill Belichick could take over the coach, Mac Brown. And I went, no, there's no way. Now, crazier shit's happened. I'll admit that. But I just can't see Belichick doing TikToks, 90-year-old, like, come on, 19-year-old kids doing that? That's a bad idea. And I think Belichick's got too much money right now. I don't think he's bored. Now, could he take it? I'm not sure. I don't know. But you're getting an old white guy for another old white guy. And he's curmudgeon. We've noticed this, okay? And I don't think he's adaptable to change. And why would he? He's won 7 rings. He's most successful. Whatever. My point is, I don't see this working out. Now, it could be a smokescreen. I don't know. But I'm going off what I heard today. And I was kind of alarmed. Like, not great. That's a terrible idea. That's like when Belichick gave Matt Patricia the offense coordinator label when he was defense coordinator. It made no fucking sense. So keep an eye on that. I got some question marks. And we'll just fuck around and find out. So, hope you guys are doing well tonight on this Frisky Friday. Just great game last night. To recap, Green Bay's 1 year away. Lions are elite and they got grit. They're just tough. They're seasoned. And I'm just more impressed. Hope you guys are doing well on this Frisky Friday. Hit the like, subscribe, share button. Share to your friends. And stay tuned. I got more content coming up. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And talk to you guys soon.